everyone, happy Easter Sunday. So for this soul seeking Sunday, I thought it was an extra special time to really meditate, and I just want to share with you some vulnerable moments that came up. And the hope I have is for you to also tune in to yourselves and go in, because as much as I feel like I'm in the positive realm and all about love and connection and all of those philosophies and values and things that I have, and I also help people connect to themselves and to their highest good, I was surprised and amazed and brought to tears just by tuning in. So 3 things I wanted to share with you, maybe 4, so just bear with me, I'll try to keep it short. One were the fears that I discovered about myself just as I was watching. I was doing it with a guided meditation with Dr. Shefali, who's one of my gurus at the moment. I just love her mentorship, and she shows up every single day for all of us, for free, just to guide us into this meditation. And it's short, it's brief, it's 15 minutes. So what I discovered as I was sitting here, my kids are in the backyard, my husband's in the front here gardening, my kids are running around in the back. I had fears of it's just this feeling of what if my husband judges me right now as to why I'm inside instead of coming outside to help with the gardening or help watch the kids. And then I had this other fear of missing out, FOMO, of missing out this precious family time in the sun with the kids, Just kind of all these fears making me want to run away from my breath, from myself. I don't know why. Then there was the thoughts around, am I enough? Am I enough with the work that I want to offer and the help that I want to offer people and the programs I'm trying to build? And am I doing enough, in and around the house and with my time? Am I procrastinating? And then just thoughts of do I have enough time? It's a scarcity thoughts, am I enough? Do I have enough time? Am I doing enough? And all the obligations and things that I've signed up for. It just really helped me to realize what's beneath the surface. And it actually brought me to tears, especially the fears that I have, that I was just so surprised that I have this with my own family, with my husband, who is the most accepting person, well, for the most part, that he might actually judge me, as to why, as I stayed with it. I was only a 16 minute meditation. It just, as I kept coming back to the breath, I was able to kind of soothe and clear up all of this clutter that's going on in my head and all of the emotions that are just sitting right here. And I haven't been exercising for the last couple of days, so it's no surprise that it's been bottling up. And I was surprised that it just kind of got released into tears, and tears cleansed it out. And now I just feel, at peace. And then I was able to follow Dr. Shefali's guidance of, instead of judging and reacting to all the noise that's going on, I was able to actually say, it's not noise. Oh, and I realized how reactive I am. I was like, oh, my kids are cute, playing, fun sounds and screams and stuff. And I was like, oh, it's so sweet. And then I'm like, oh, boom, right behind that was the fear of what if one of them gets hurt and they start crying. And then immediately I was like, oh man, that feeling, that I don't know if other parents or moms get that feeling of yay, you're happy when they're happy, and you're like, oh, melting over them, and then oh no feeling comes in when they're crying or somebody gets hurt, and you're just having to go and break up a fight or referee something, and interfere with their process. So I really loved Dr. Shefali's tip on just instead of judging all of these sounds and all of these things that cause the reaction, was just to say, hey, that's not pleasant or unpleasant noise, or it's just life. That was her suggestion. I was like, wow, how beautiful it is to consider all of the sounds as life, just the beauty of life happening around us, and want to stop it or change it or make it this way positive instead of this way negative. it's like, I feel like cutting out half of life. The beauty of life is in all the shades. It's all in the colors. We can't just be hopeful and trying to spread positive news and positive energy. Yes, that's great to uplift, but it's also important to acknowledge the, I don't know, the sadness, the fear, the shadow side of everything, because that's what gives us a 3D experience in life. It's the dark and the light. This is kind of like the shirt, right? Like if there wasn't the dark, shadowy black side, we wouldn't see the 3D effect of this writing. It's kind is the new cool. I've just been keeping wearing this shirt over and over. But yeah, so it really helped me realize how important it is to just view everything as life. That's gonna be my practice. The other really helpful tip that she offered that I also did was setting an alarm to repeat this. I was like, oh yeah, I meditate for 15 minutes, I'm good for the day. No, especially during these times of being home with the kids, having to, juggle everything, and with this global energy of fear and anxiety and this invisible threat of this virus that anyone can catch at any time. It's even more important, as she said, at these times to meditate more frequently and in short bursts. I think it's much more doable than trying to sit for like a whole hour. And if you can't do a whole hour straight, by all means. I usually try to do it at night when the kids go to sleep, and I have to admit, my little confession is that I end up on social media, and I discovered TikTok. That's another whole bag of chips. I literally have pulled an all-nighter on TikTok till 5:30 in the morning, and was a groggy, cranky mama the next day. And another day I spent just on social media answering all, wanted to address all the issues that came up with that video that I shared. So that took another all-nighter till like 4:30 in the morning. So I really paid for that. I realized I had to sleep with the kids. I woke up all refreshed. I actually have the energy to hopefully exercise today. It's been pleasant. Maybe it's also that it's Easter, and the whole connection, the symbolic connection to the heart, was really present for us today. Remembering my friend who passed, Agnes. She had this whole connection with Jesus, and that just really helped me feel just more zen, more to myself. I was in the middle of cleaning the kitchen, and the meditation came on, and instead of just listening to it as I was cleaning, I decided to just come to the couch, sit down, tune in, and discovered so much about myself. And I want to know, if you see this video, if it resonates with you, if you can tune in, I'll put the link for the meditation here, because she's wonderful at explaining why we meditate, why we return to the breath, why we do it frequently. So I'm gonna do it in the next 3 hours when my alarm goes off, and hopefully another time after the 3 hours. So that I get like about 45 minutes today of just returning to the breath. And I'm really going to try to track how I change, how I'm able to bring myself back to breath, especially during the times where my 3 kids and husband and the chaos of the house hits, and I'm pulled out of myself into 3 or 4 different directions, and I feel like and I want to raise my voice and react to control the situation because I'm feeling reactive. I'm going to really challenge myself to come back to the breath and really see if it works. So stay tuned for that. Let me know what you think of meditation overall, what you're struggling with. And if you do decide to watch the video, it's only about 30 minutes, and the meditation part is about 15-16 minutes. Let me know what you think. Okay, love you guys. Happy Easter. Bye.